Order. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Pete Pedersen,
Here.
council members Norris Johnson,
Here.
Dave Dillon,
Here.
Corey Pedersen,
Here.
Lindsay Larson.
Here.
I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any comments or any additions?
With the,
Under the airport, we're gonna add a sale of a building. Is there any other additions any council member or Tammy has at this time? Here none. Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Corey?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Pete, yes. Norris?
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of the minutes from 6/16 and 17.
And 7-1, you mean?
Huh?
6/16 and 7-1?
and seven
No,
one.
it's 7/1, I'm sorry.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Are there any amendments? The only comment that I had to make is I did check with the donor of the money, and she was okay with moving it out of the park out to the archery range, and no problem. So I did check with her so that we had followed all her wishes. And so that doesn't have to be an amendment. Is there any other thing? Corey, how do you vote?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Pete, yes. Norris?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Yes.
Motion carries. Open forum, is there anybody here tonight that is not on the agenda that wishes to speak?
You missed
Misapproval of bills.
the bill.
Oh, I'm sorry, sorry. Approval of the bills in June.
Move for approval?
Second.
Any questions on any of them? I have a question on, council have any questions on any of them? I have a question on two of them, and they're on page 2 and 3. It's the new look contractor, and the first one on top of page 3, they're both for the airport.
Yeah, that's the airport project.
Okay, yeah, that's the airport project.
Yep,
The 157, now we get that back, and how soon do we get our 90% of that back?
95%.
Yeah.
Is what we get back. It'll take about a month to get it back.
Okay, and then the other one, what is that for? That wasn't part of the project, was it?
New look.
No, the one on the other side, Bolton Merck Incorporated.
Bolton Mink.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the engineer for the airport project.
Oh, okay, because it said it was, okay. Okay,
And
because,
we get
We do,
refunded that too.
and we get refunded that too.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Dave, how do you vote?
Aye.
Pete, yes. Norris?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Yes.
Corey?
Aye.
Motion carries. No public hearings. Open forum. Is there anybody that wishes to speak to the council that is not on the agenda tonight? Okay, hearing none. Request of communication, update from anything on the state. Tammy, that we have any update from the state as far as COVID money or anything there?
We haven't received our ARPA money, not yet. No, we emailed them, and well, the response we got back was, we're working on it, and it should be soon. That's what I get.
Okay. Any other thing as far as the state?
As far as the state goes, we did get notice that we are going to get a one-time street monies that are available for street infrastructure. It's about $46,000 roughly in there.
Yeah.
Not sure when we'll receive that either.
And that can be used for acquisition and
Not that,
maintenance? Huh?
just street construction.
No, but I read the whole thing from the league. It can also be used for street acquisition.
Do we want to buy a street? You
Well,
got something in
We might
mind?
be putting in a new one, I hope someday,
Where?
when we get to the 23 bypass.
No,
No.
yeah, okay,
To get to our property, a
yeah,
decent line, you know.
yeah, that's always I
So
mean,
we're working on that too.
yeah, that would be great.
So, but it said for acquisition and all that, so. Okay, yeah, because I seen that, and I had brought a copy of that tonight too, so. Anything else, any council members have as far as state that they've read or anything? Okay, county?
And then the fact that they're financially
Strapped?
strapped, according to the paper.
Yeah. I would take note of the Milaca, messenger if you haven't already, so. Okay, Outstanding Citizen Award, former resident John Nelson, 100 years old, on July 3rd.
He had made the request to Dave Dillon, so I did do a certificate for him for his 100 years, and he's a World War II veteran. He doesn't reside in the city anymore, but he used to. And I will mail this out to him to Colorado.
Okay,
Yeah,
I need the contact for him
and we need to sign.
because his grandson called me. And I
Yeah.
called him on that day and wished him happy birthday and talked for about 15 minutes to him.
Awesome.
And I talked to the Veterans Committee, and they awarded him a brick at
A
the
brick.
Veterans.
Awesome.
So I have to get a hold of him, because he hasn't sent me the information.
I've got his address.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I gotta get a hold of him. You got his email address?
I have Nathan's. I just have a mailing address.
Okay, I have an email, because I got a couple emails from him, so.
Okay.
And is he the one that is on the bills for a paver at Nelson, that bought a paver at the band shell?
Even without having that in front of me, I don't know.
Oh, I was
If he
just
is.
wondering if it got turned around and it got it to the band shell, so. Okay,
Oh,
so I'll get a hold of you on that. So he had a good birthday, because somebody else, nice guy, had a birthday that day too. Okay, there's a request, is Bryce here? Bryce had requested time on the agenda. And has the problem been taken care, if Bryce ain't here, has the problem been taken care of?
Is
To
this-
Quinn?
Is this the chickens?
Yeah.
yeah.
He was, because he wanted to speak at the meeting, he was given till the end of the month, so.
He said what?
He was given till the end of the month to come within compliance, so.
Okay, so,
End of this month of July? Okay.
okay. So being him not speaking, then he understands that. Okay. Moving on to ordinances and resolutions. I'll entertain a motion for a resolution 2134, donations to Vet Memorial.
So moved.
Second?
Any questions from any of the council members? Pete, you votes yes. Norris?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Aye.
Corey?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution 2135.
Where is that fund at now? This has gotta be getting real close to.
Yeah, it's getting
No,
pretty
no.
close.
It's within $15,000 of it.
Yep, they're getting pretty close.
But it's, don't we have it on later on the agenda?
It is, but
Okay, but
it's within
Yeah.
15,000.
But there's some added costs coming in that I found out about today,
Oh, yeah.
so.
We
Okay,
still have some engineering costs too.
yeah, and there's some more costs coming in. Okay, we passed that, right?
Yes.
Okay, resolution 2135. A resolution for donations to Rec Fest. I'll entertain a motion.
So move.
Second.
Any questions on that? Norris, how do you vote?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Aye.
Corey?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Pete, yes. Resolution 2136, the closure of County Road 36 for the mega meet. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Okay, I got a discussion on that. Can you flip it over to the backside on that? It says, detailed description of road closing. There won't be one-way traffic. It'll be closed.
It'll be closed.
Yeah, the one-way for the buses. The buses all enter from the north and park.
Okay.
But no vehicles are on it.
Okay.
Is that from Mille Lacs County? That,
That'll go to Mille Lacs.
It'll go to them,
oh,
their
okay.
application.
So you're gonna amend it?
Yeah, so it just
Says
says,
no
no,
vehicles.
no, yeah. The only one-way traffic are buses coming. They all enter from the north and point south.
So is that your motion to amend it to?
To no vehicles.
Okay, so Dave is amending the motion. Do you wanna take it as a friendly amendment, whoever made the motion? Or do we wanna vote twice on it?
No, that's fine.
Huh?
I'll go with it.
So that,
Friendly?
Yep.
So it's a friendly amendment, so we don't have to vote on the amendment and then the motion. Any more discussion on the motion? The friendly motion, the original motion. Norris, how do you vote?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Aye.
Corey?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Pete, yes. Resolution 2137, providing an insurance sale and bond sale. You're on, sir.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. George Eilertson from Northland Securities. On the table in front of you, there should be a bond sale summary. I'll refer to this document. And this is the bond issue for the street projects. So we've talked about it at previous meetings. Length of financing, 15 years, et cetera. And last meeting, I was at your engineer, Mr. Gravel, was here, and you awarded the construction bids. So it's now time to get the money in place. And so what we did is priced bonds today with that 15-year financing term. Interest rates stayed right in sync with what you had seen previously. So we've got a true interest cost of 1.76%, which actually results in a $30 difference from the numbers you've seen in terms of the overall debt service over 15 years. So very similar to what you've seen, Council. The bonds are callable February 1 of 2029. So that's the date that you can prepay on the bonds or refinance on the bonds as well. I may have indicated this last time that I was here, but I worked with your city manager on the assignment of the city's bond rating, which is AA- with Standard & Poor's. Any municipality that's in that AA category is considered a very strong credit. So kudos to the city there. They reference, Standard & Poor's references the city's very high reserve levels, good standard management policies and practices. And so those were two of the main items that went into the assignment of that bond rating. And of course, the better the bond rating, the better you can price the bonds at. So So very strong market. Again, if you can lock into a 15-year financing well under 2%, very favorable financing for the city there. Like we talked about last meeting, we've taken into account the ARP monies that were referenced that are coming into this project. So we've got the bonds sized. And actually, Mayor and Council, when you consider a motion for the resolution, it says on your packet 730,000, but on the sheet I've got in front of you, it says $715,000. And there's a little bit of what's called bond premium that came into the transaction, which is a way that bonds are priced in the current market. So $15,000 of premium came in to the transaction, which is money that investors pay to earn at a certain rate of return. It's revenue to the city, so we take that and we downsize the bonds. So it works as kind of a push to the city then. So that's why when we consider the motion, it's $15,000 less than what's noted on the agenda.
So what happens to that 15,000?
The 15,000 is just considered a source of funds. So it comes in and I'll actually reference page 3.
Does it come into the city or to you?
Well, it comes into the financing. Indirectly, it comes into the city because what it's doing is it's lowering your bond issue amount from 730,000 to 715,000. So your borrowing cost is less. You don't have money in hand, if you will. You just have a smaller.
That's what I'm asking.
You just have a smaller dollar amount or a bond amount rather.
So there's no actual money exchange between anybody that 15,000?
There is not. It's a way that investors get into the market at what they perceive as a better rate of return, but they have to pay a premium just like we pay a premium for insurance.
But who do they pay that premium to, is my question.
Right. It's not paid to us. It's not paid to you as cash. It works itself into the scenario as a contribution from the investors.
Okay.
So this is sized, the bond is sized at the same amount that we talked about before, the construction bids that you awarded, less the ARP money or the grant funds, less the bond premium, and less a contribution from the water utility. So we've got that $715,000. You lock into those interest rates that I referenced, the 1.76% true interest cost. And that's the highlights, except for when do you get the money? That's August 12th.
Okay.
So that's an important thing.
Now, is the lights included in on that?
No,
Tammy?
no, they are not.
So we are doing what with the lights once we get to the light part of this project?
Then council has to determine if they're gonna add the lights into the project.
And then where that money will come from?
Yep, it would come from your street lighting, and you'd have to do a budget adjustment.
So it wouldn't be part of this bond.
It wouldn't be part of this
Okay.
bond, no.
Okay, or do we want to make it part of the bond?
No, it'd be too late for that,
Okay, I'm just asking,
yeah.
okay? Okay, anything else?
Nothing else, Mayor, unless you have any questions.
Okay, before, after his presentation, let's put a motion on the table, and then so the council can discuss it.
I'll make a motion that we pass for the $715,000 bond issuance for the street project.
I'll second.
Okay, now any discussion or questions from any of the council members? I got, do you have to have that signed tonight?
I've got it.
Okay, do you want my official name on there, or is Pete okay?
I'll put Harold
Okay.
in there,
Put it,
when I send it back to her.
okay, okay. So, because if it's an official one,
That's pretty good, they know you as Pete too.
I know. So- Well, a few people know me as other things too, so don't worry about it. Any other discussion? Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Corey?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Pete, yes? Norris?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Terrific.
So
Thank you,
that's-
council.
Anything else on any of these, or is this just for our information?
Information, you have the contract in front of you there from the Northland Bond Purchase Agreement.
And you don't need any of this here back?
No.
Okay.
Appreciate it, council.
Okay, thank you for your patience with us. Okay, moving on. Resolution 2138, there's a change in that one, I understand, on the name,
Yes.
Tammy?
On the name, it's the last name on the list, Sawbill Companies was changed. That was a correction.
Is that because it's been taken over by the,
Yes, a different owner.
okay. I'll entertain a motion for that,
So moved. Second?
and that's as amended already. Any discussion? Where did I start last time?
You started with me.
Corey, how do you vote?
Aye.
Dave?
Aye.
Pete, yes. Norris?
Aye.
Lindsay?
Yes.
Motion carries. Report, city manager report.
Yeah, we're working on getting the CIPs figured out with all the departments, so working towards that goal, and now we have our final numbers for this, and we can add this to our debt schedule, so we'll have that in place, and then we meet with Lindsay and Norris on Monday, so we'll be talking budget numbers on Monday already.
Okay.
So don't get so excited, you two. Right.
Okay, police activity, anything there?
No, biggest news recently, as you can tell, we've deployed our body worn cameras as well as our squad cameras.
The only thing I wish about that is we would have waited a little longer, because now I see there's state money for that, but, you've assured me that you're gonna look into getting more state money, you and Tammy, because the state, and you need more cameras anyway, right?
If there's something available, yeah, I've already looked at, currently we have 4 body cameras, so they have to be shared. I would like to have a body camera per officer, so that'd require a couple more body cameras plus another,
So
dock system for.
I hope we can go retroactive on the money that the legislature made available for body cameras. So have you and Tammy keep on top of that, please. Okay, Mr. Zelmer's not here as far as the Parks Committee, but we can throw that away because we found out that the building is not in floodplain.
And that was good news.
That is good.
And so that's good news, so and then,
The only thing we'll have to do is file a letter of map amendment, and so
Okay.
we'll get that done.
okay, so it's not in the floodplain, so you guys can either keep your nice little binder that Zach gave you, or return it to Zach sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, any other, Gary? Is he, yeah, you're up.
We're working on park projects all over. The big thing this last month has been that archery range. We're cruising on that, so the opening date we have down for September 1st. I've been getting a lot of calls and messages. People are excited.
Okay. Rounds last night. I was gonna inform you that they had the back of the electrical box open on the band shell, and there was about a 4-year-old up there hitting all the breakers. So I meant to tell you today, so to check that out, but I have a key for there, and I made the gal that was probably about 15 years old watching 4 younger kids go up there and lock it and lock up the back door, so I don't know if she got it locked up good. But he was hitting, so I kinda had a talk with that family last night. So maybe have somebody go down and check that tomorrow or whenever
We'll double check and Troy was down there.
locked, so it got locked up correctly?
Yep.
Okay. I meant to call you this morning about it, that I noticed that last night. Anything else, Gary?
No, not for me, just that adding some park commission members.
Yeah, that's next on. So, anyway, we're gonna add 2 park commission members, and they are, I gotta get back on my line here. Amy Goble and Mark Rubin will be added to the park, and I don't think we need the motion.
Aye.
Corey?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, activity and Tammy won an award.
Yeah. Have you guys want to come up? Come on. Come on.